Good afternoon, Alanan. I am Ranjana Khandegaran. Welcome you all on this session organized by Department of Electrical Engineering and Surrey Institute Innovation Counseling, that is IIC. The session is idea to asset a roadmap to intellectual property rights. This session will be delivered by our department, Dr. Karuna Kiran Madam. So I request Dr. Karuna Kiran Madam to take the charge and enlighten the student regarding these intellectual property rights. Thank you. Good afternoon all.
So, in this session, am I audible? In this session, we are going to discuss about if we have any idea, so our idea, how we can convert our idea to an asset. Okay, everybody has some property, different kind of property, but if anybody has intellect, means something, the power of his brain to create something innovative. Okay, this is also that idea, that creativity of any person can be converted into his asset. He can earn from his idea. Okay, so there should be some rights, means some rule and regulations how we can use that idea into how we can convert that idea into our property. Okay, how we can safeguard that. Suppose you have idea, you have showed anyone, and he is going to use that without giving you the credit that this idea I have taken from someone else. Okay. So if you have, if anyone has some creative idea that can be used as for the welfare of society, that could be appreciated, that could be used as for the economic benefit of that person. Okay. Otherwise, anybody has some idea, other will store that and use for their purpose. Okay. So this is the basic concept. Means if suppose you have money, this is your asset. Okay, you have gold, this is your asset. Similar way, if anyone has brain, such type of brain that he can create innovative things, this is also his asset, which distinguishes that person from other person. Okay, so that could be credited as his asset. Okay. So next slide. In this session, we will discuss about intellectual. First of all, we will discuss about the intellectual property. What is intellectual property? Means vague ideas can't be used as asset. Okay. Then what is the which idea could be converted into asset, or which idea can't be used as asset? So we will introduce intellectual property and what is the importance of intellectual property right, and different type of intellectual properties we will discuss, and what are the laws in the world, means international law which governs intellectual property right, and what are the laws which in India which governs in Indian scenario about the intellectual property rights. Okay. So first of all, what is intellectual property? Next. Click. One click. Intellectual property, any idea, any design, any innovative, any innovation, and manuscript. Manuscript means any article. If you write any article which is never been written by anyone, okay, either it can be any novel, any poem, or any research article. Being a student, you have to write conference paper, journal paper. file all the innovations that is called as manuscript. Okay, so any idea, any design, suppose you have designed a car, suppose you have designed any electric vehicle model, you being electrical engineer, whether you have designed any power plant model, anything which is innovativeness, it is different, it is innovation from the existing one. What are the existing problem in the existing product? If you have rectified, that is also intellectual property, your intellectual property. Okay, so such type of idea, design, innovation and manuscript which can be ultimately give rise to a useful product and application. Means whatever you are designing, it should be used, it should be applicable for to become a useful product. Then it can be you can get right for that intellectual property. Okay, and what is the right, intellectual property right? It is the right of an inventor to derive economic benefit from his intellectual property. Means if you have intellectual property, then you must be some right from the government that you can use that for your economic benefit. Okay, so to give you that right, what are the policies of government are the intellectual property right. Okay, the holders of intellectual property rights have the monopoly. Monopoly means you have the single right. Whatever, suppose you have some idea, then you have the monopoly about that product, about that idea, that how you are going to use that product. Okay, on uses of property or item of the specified time period. There are also means you can't any property right can't be for lifetime. There are certain specific time, for that time period you have right to use the concept developed by you, the idea developed by you, to be owned by you. Otherwise, after that period, anyone can use that. Okay, click once. First patent, the concept of intellectual property right was first used in 1474. Okay, for artisan, some in foreign there is a country, Venice. Their patent term first used in 1474. After that, these day by day, when innovation get frequent, then the idea of intellectual property right exists and came into the picture. Next, what is the importance? If we get why we should get intellectual property right, then we should understand the importance of intellectual property right. First importance can be primary importance to encourage invention and creation that promote the social, economic, scientific and cultural development of the society by making economic gain out of their creation. Suppose you made a project, okay, that is new, and if you get a fund for if anyone want to purchase your product and you get a good number of revenue from that project, then you will be motivated so that to improve that product, okay, or to make something new. If you have more idea, you will try to do something new, you will be motivated. So to encourage the innovation and creations, which so that it can be improvised for economics and social and scientific development of the society. Next point is to provide legal protection to intellectual creation. Why intellectual property right is mandatory to provide the legal protection. If you have some idea, anyone purchase that product from you and they develop starting the then your credential will be in danger. That's why there should be some property right that if you develop first and you have document authorized by government or intellectual property right authorities, then that means if anyone want to copy that, they can't. Okay, they have to go through a proper channel, proper processes to make the same product. For such condition, legal protection of intellectual creations is mandatory, and to facilitate fair trading. Means suppose if you have designed something, you have produced something, then commercialization of that product is your fundamental right. Okay, so to facilitate fair trading, it is mandatory, and to promote creativity and its dissemination. Means if you have created something new, then credit should be given to you only. Okay, and to give recognition of the effort of the creator. Suppose you have designed and you get recognition, your name is published in any paper, you have some certificate, then you feel motivated, and you feel that it is my right, that's right, I have given this recognition. Okay, so to systemize this all process, intellectual property right is important. Next slide. To prevent infringement means suppose same point I have explained earlier, that whatever is your property, the right should be yours. Okay, investment, skill, time, all these things are related to all the intellectual property right. This investment, skill investment to improve career. Next slide. Advantages. What are the advantages of IPR? It encourages innovations, economic growth, and safeguard the right of creator. Okay, I have already explained in the previous slide. It facilitates transfer of technology in form of foreign direct investment, joint venture, and licensing. Means suppose India has developed some product, some security product, and if then it is India's right to sell that product to the foreign countries, so that foreign direct investment can be increased, or to whom India is selling that product, the relation between India and that country should improve. Otherwise, if suppose anyone is stall that product and doesn't give credit to India, then what will be the relation? Relation will be destroyed, and our foreign direct investment will be decreased. Okay, means we can't sell whatever is invented in India. That's why such type of product on individual level, or organizational level, or on country level should be regulated in a proper way. That's why intellectual property rights is important. These are the advantages. There are some disadvantages also, which I have mentioned. Next slide. Next. Disadvantages is protection of any intellectual property. Additional costs are required. Okay, renewable cost, time to time cost you have to pay to renew that intellectual property rights to you, and sometimes it is the process of taking and preserving intellectual property rights are in such way so that customers, means suppose you have Apple mobile phone and you have some other smartphones. Okay, suppose Apple has intellectual property rights, whatever their terms and conditions are very rigorous, so that the process of maintaining that intellectual property right might be costlier than other mobile phone. That's where if directly affect the cost of that product. So customer base of iPhone is lower than other mobile phone. Okay, means whatever investment on that product we have invested on that product, if that increases, then the customer base will be affected. So these costings adds in the product cost. Sometimes an attempt to enforce IP rights could lead to a reduction in customer base. Okay, I have explained this point. And intellectual property rights are not absolute. Means whatever you have designed, you have right to preserve that only. If anyone something modify in that and sell, you can't do anything because you don't have rights for that product. Okay. Next. So these are the disadvantages. There are various types of intellectual property rights. First is copyright, second is trademarks, third is patents, trade secrets, geographical indicators. These are the different types of property rights. What are the differences? We will study one by one. Copyright. Copyright protects ideas such as written books, music, art, etc. Means whatever is the creative things, books, journals or research paper, these are covered as copyright. Okay. Suppose anyone has any drawing, Mona Lisa is very famous painting, and some photographs, and he want to use that pictures or literary work, means articles or any drawing or any dance group steps are there. So if anyone want to use that asset as property right, he has given copyright. Okay, means there is some steps of Michael Jackson, that is he is copyrighted to him. Means otherwise anybody can use that step, but he has to give the credit to Michael Jackson. Okay. So these type of artwork are covered in copyrights, and these are the copyright registration process. If anyone wants to register copyright, then he has to file an application in IPR office. That application will be examined, then it will be published in public domain on internet. And if anyone has objection, then anyone can file the opposition. And if anyone doesn't have any opposition or regarding that idea, then it is registered. We suppose any song has copyright to someone, and in opposition case, anyone claims that this song is mine, I have, then he has to give proof that why this song is them, belongs to them. Such type of opposition process might be there if anyone claims. Okay. Next is patent. Patent is the right granted by government to an investor to exclude others from imitating, manufacturing and using or setting the innovation from commercial purpose during the specific period. Patent in India is granted for 20 years from the date of filing of the patent. Patent, what is patent? It is the right which is granted by government to the investor, means inventor who has invented that patent, who has invented that product. Patent is given to any product or any idea which can be commercialized, means which can be used as commercial purpose. That product is given the patent, that can be patented. So investor, why this patent is granted by the government? So that no one can imitate, means copy, okay, manufacture or use setting the invention for commercial purpose. Other than the inventor can't use that that product for their illegal purpose. Okay, and which these are the what can be the patent? Patent can be invention, idea or processes any, and it is a patent holder need to pay periodic government renewal fee. If anyone own any patent, they have to give government some renewal fee time to time. Okay, and what can't be patentable? Any scientific principle or abstract theory. Suppose Newton has given some theory. Okay, it is generalized theory for all. It can't be patented. And any new use of no substance. Suppose substance is existing, but we want to we are explaining their new use. Then product is not new. That's why it can't be patented. And agriculture or horticulture methods. Agriculture method can't be patented, and invention related to atomic energy. Atomic energy related inventions can't be patented. Okay. Now next, there is some example. In USA, they have patented basmati rice. Basmati rice of India. It is a very premium quality of rice, which found in India. It has very good smell, good fragrance and very good quality rice. And in USA they make patent on that basmati rice, representing it as their new invention. Okay, so India filed opposition and it is under consideration. Next. This is the patent filing procedure in India. First we have to file the patent in patent office, then it is published in public domain, and then it takes 18 months. If we go through the regular process, then it takes 18 months. Otherwise, we have to pay early publication fee. Okay, then it will be publishing only 1 month. After publication, we have to fill the examination request form, and first examination report is issued. Then examination report, after filing examination report, we have to file a response, and then it is granted. If no any objection is occurred on that patent, then it is granted, and grant notification is given, and certificate related to the granting of that patent is given to the owner. And this is the flowchart. Next, patent. What is the criteria for patentability of any product? It should be novel, it should have any inventive step, or it must be non-obvious. Means it should not be non-obvious so that anyone can do. The process should be something new. Okay, it should be capable of industrial application. This is a very important point. Any product which can be commercialized, which can be used for industrial application, it is easily patentable. Okay, this is the application status which we can see. Next, these are the trademarks. You can see various type of companies. Suppose PepsiCo has this type of trademarks, means Lay's. If it is product of Lay's, it will be sold like this. If Tropicana, it is written only in this format also. So it is that company has trademark for that particular product. Okay, product mark, service marks, sound marks, pattern marks. These are the type of marks. Means suppose there is sound marks. Means every product or every company has their signature tunes. Suppose Airtel has some tunes, Idea has some tunes, Apple has some tunes, Nokia, where there are connecting people. This is the slogan. So if Nokia connecting people they are using, no other company can use that slogan. Okay. This type of trademark they have to purchase. That company has to purchase. These are the symbols you can see on any product registered registered trademark, unregistered trademark, and unregistered service trademark. These are type of trademarks given to any product, any company. Next.